Best of R/ Tales from Tech Support episode 131. Subscribe for edit videos daily. 127001. Not sure if this qualifies to be here. I don't do support as being on call. I am a network admin in a data center. I can't go into specifics, but in essence I ban bad guys, configure routers, give out subnets to our departments, etc. But the other day, I was working our router alarms and one feature is that we check if the source IP is the one we expect on that interface, and one router was showing a really high error rate regarding this filter. So I logged into our logging server in the router, did my commands, dumped the traffic, and even with the fast scrolling text dump, I immediately noticed this beauty. SRC 127 0 0 1 DST 127 0 0 1. Blocked the server, notified the customer. In the end, it was a misconfigured database according to the customer that sent this into our as. My bet is rather that they gave low 0 a different IP, deleted 127 0 0 1 and the localhost IP got routed to 0 0 0 0/0, but they didn't tell me more. They did fix it though. Anyway, it got a chuckle out of me and also showed once more that a NIC does not care about what you send out. Not in the slightest. Thank you. Next. Troubleshooting iPod with customer. She is looking at the back of the iPod the whole time. Happened to her colleague. Our users use an iPod installed into a case with a trigger handle for a mobile picking app. Posted this in a comments of a similar thread, but I'd like its own post. EU equals end user. SU equals support. When we receive a call, we always try to mitigate sending a tech to site by troubleshooting with the EU. But let's fast forward 10 minutes into the support call. EU. All I see is the Apple logo. I keep hitting the power button to force reset, but only the Apple logo is showing. SU. No problem. And we are sure it's fully charged? EU. Yes, I can see the light when I left it charging in the docking cradle. SU. Okay, I'd like to send a tech to wipe and reinstall the OS, but before we do that I just want to make sure when you press the power button on the case you can hear it click. EU. Listen, I'm not stupid. I go to university. SU. No ma'am, it's not like that. I just need to be sure. EU. Yes, I can hear the click, but I only see the Apple logo. SU. Gets an epiphany. By any chance at the bottom of the screen do you see something? EU. It says assembled in California. Oh. Let me see something. Removes iPod from case. Okay, I know the issue. SU. Was the iPod backwards? EU. It was backwards. Continues the call to ensure app is working. Why the end user didn't realize earlier. Thank you. Next. Always user error. In 2002, I worked for a startup internet security company. We were hired by a trendy marketing company who had a massive open plan trendy office. They had issues with people from other companies in the same building walking in to chat and seeing confidential data. Some people forgot to lock their workstation even when they went home at the end of the day, and they wanted an automated system. The building this company were in had a single reception for 6 separate businesses over 2 floors. There were 3 marketing organizations, 2 web design companies, and the headquarters of a local small brewery. The way that the building was laid out meant that there was no easy way to have a receptionist at the front of each area, no easy way to add magnetic RFID locks to each area, and the only security they had was that each area had lockable doors, but they had to be kept open when there were people in the office. They also required an RFID card to accurately get past reception without having to sign in. Our solution was to sell them a device that reads the RFID tag on their ID card once every 3 seconds. If the tag cannot be read twice in succession, it triggers a Windows workstation lock. The range was around 1 meter. Unfortunately, within a month, we started to get complaints that the system wasn't working. We tested a few things in the office. Then I attended site to see what was going on. I didn't see a single failure, and even quizzed a few people who said that the system was great, it was okay. I reported back to my boss, and we made a note in the file. Another 2 weeks passed by and more complaints about unlocked screens. The director of the marketing company was now yelling as they paid a lot of money, etc. Standard practice. We researched the issue, we contacted the suppliers, we looked at case studies and contacted other companies who used it. No one had any issues other than our client. We then went to site again, 6 of us. At the end of about 2 hours, we suddenly realized what was going wrong. Once in the office, the employees didn't want a colored lanyard with a large badge on it rattling against their desk or digging into their chest. Some slipped the badge into a shirt pocket, while others simply removed the badge and placed it on their desk. As these people went to use the kitchen, the toilet, other places in the same building, they didn't bother to take their ID with them. This led to several workstations remaining unlocked. We told the director of the company what we found, and told him that short of embedding a chip in someone's hand, we cannot make anything more automatic than we have. Thank you. Next. I refuse to troubleshoot. Just fix it. Let me tell you the full story of my experiences with a particular user. Before her first day, I imaged her laptop myself, using her dock that she was going to utilize from home. I knew personally that all her equipment worked. Call 1. The day after I imaged her laptop, my wife was getting surgery when the user started blowing up my phone. I'm in the waiting room with nothing to do except worry, so I answer her. The docking station you gave me is broken. I'm an AV professional. I know how to set it up. I set it up at home, so you gave me a broken one. Me. Okay. Can we FaceTime to see how you've got it wired? We FaceTime. Oh, I see it's not plugged into power. Let's get that going. She hangs up on me as the docking station starts working. Months pass. Call 2. My phone blows up as the same person sends multiple separate high priority tickets with the same issue. Her email isn't as fast on her laptop as it is on her phone. I remote in and call. I see that she is connected to a hotspot in her own house that has Wi-Fi, and she is connected to VPN. Side note, I always take my calls on wireless headphones, so I can hear very clearly what the other person says. Me. Just for troubleshooting purposes, I'll need you to turn your hotspot off and we will need to connect to your home Wi-Fi. Her. This setup worked yesterday. Me. Yes, but it doesn't work today, so I need to figure out why. Can you turn the hotspot off for a minute? Her. In a tiny, tiny whispered voice. I don't like you. Me. Incredulous laughter. Okay. Well, we can get someone else to help you if you'd rather. More laughter. Her. Obviously surprised I heard her. I just need this fixed. Do I need to be on the phone? Me. No, I think I can take it from here. I just needed your hotspot turned off. You have a nice day. Her. Hangs up. Me. Huge laugher. As the issue was fixed. Thank you. Next. Sometimes it pays to listen to the tech support guy. TLDR. Sometimes it pays to listen to what you are being told at the start of the call. This particular story takes me back a few years but always has me chuckle internally. The context of this story has everything to do with not following explicit instructions. $FNT equals friendly neighborhood techie. FNT. $CL equals client. $FNT equals good morning. This is FNT speaking. What seems to be the problem today? $CL equals hello FNT. I think I have accidentally deleted one of my critical folders in Microsoft Outlook today. $FNT equals okay. When did this happen? $CL equals oh, I don't know, about 15 minutes before I called you. $FNT equals with all due respect, in all likelihood, you may have accidentally moved the folder you are referring to without realizing it. $CL equals no, that is impossible, that cannot. $FNT equals happen to you, trust FNT, this happens to the best of us. After all, we are only human. I can help you out here. Just let FNT connect and take a look at your system and I promise we will figure this out together. $CL. A bit flustered, but I deleted IT. Ugh. Fine, I guess. But, only if you fix it. $FNT equals chuckles internally, channeling my Darth Vader impulses. Yes, I can help you out, don't worry about it. 45 minutes pass by with FNT explaining that the folder was likely moved. $CL does not relinquish control of the PC despite my explanation, or still believe this could be possible. I am beyond bewildered at this point, but keep my cool and just stay with her until resolution. $FNT equals let FNT have one final look if you do not mind please. $CL equals okay, I guess. At this point, I perform a search for the folder name and find it in a folder moved to one of her 100s of subfolders in her Outlook. $CL equals oh my god, I actually did move it. $FNT equals ma'am, are you using a laptop or a desktop? $CL equals laptop, why? $FNT equals well, you may have inadvertently held your palm over the touchpad on the laptop thus dragging the folder without even knowing it. $CL equals oh, that does make sense now, thank you, TL, DR. Sometimes, it pays to listen to what you are being told at the start of the call. Thank you, next. When did you last restart it? The usual, user logs a ticket, VPN not working, a common issue since we've all been working from home in lockdown. I run through the usual questions and checks. Has your password expired? No. Check the VPN server settings. Correct. Log into the VPN gateway to check your password is correct. Caps lock isn't on, etc. I remoted onto the machine, so internet connection is looking okay. I try to connect up to the VPN using my credentials. It kicks me off at the same point that it kicks her off. Okay, I ask, when did you last restart your laptop? Oh, I restarted it after lunch, after this VPN issue started, she says. Okay fine. I continue to uninstall and reinstall and configure the VPN software again. No joy. I reinstall the previous VPN software we used, just in case, and try that. No joy. I now get suspicious. I do a quick Google search on my other screen, how to find out system uptime. I run the system info command on her screen. Last boot time, Friday, 7:50 AM. I run task manager, CPU uptime, 5 days, 7 hours. I say, I thought you said you restarted it earlier today? She replied, I used the button, yeah, the power button, that puts it into sleep mode. I said, let me show you how to do a restart. I clicked start, shut down, restart. 2 minutes later, we logged onto the VPN and I'm wondering where the last half hour of my life went. Thank you, next. Security is only as smart as the dumbest user. We've had two-factor authentication at our workplace for years. By default, it's set up via phone call. If you try to log in, it gives you an automated call where you have to confirm it's actually you. The system has worked well. That is, until last night, when we saw some red flag activity on Bob's account. We quickly locked it, and we were scared that somehow his phone had been compromised. But, after our security head spoke with him, it became clear that Bob simply didn't understand the point of too far. He had received the phone call when he wasn't trying to log in, and he confirmed it anyway. Needless to say, he'll be getting some remedial training.